All right. We are back here at Song of the Day, coming to you from the Rock Cave. I'm your host, Mark Pierce. It's Wednesday. You know what that means, even though some of you have not been around for a while. It is Wanderlust Wednesday, where we try to throw some stuff at you that maybe you're not familiar with, or something that makes you go, I think I kind of remember that. So we are on episode 3. Again, appreciate you guys sticking with me here. For those of you who know me outside of this, my father passed away, and I spent a couple of weeks through that whole process, and so thank you for being patient with the show. He was a great guy, but music-wise, he was not a big music guy. I think I'm the only one in the family that's a freak like this about music. But he did have some influences on music, and it was mostly around 50s music. And I do love 50s music, and we bonded over the American Graffiti soundtrack, which I've covered here in the cave, my all-time favorite, one of my all-time favorite soundtracks with all the greatest songs. And he would sing a couple of songs. But I'm going to try to figure out how to do a song of the day and kind of wrap that up for my dad at some point. So, anyway, what are we talking about today? Mike Peters, the lead singer of The Alarm, passed away on April 29th this year at the young age of 66. He had been dealing with all kinds of cancer problems for basically 30 years. So that was a big loss for a lot of people. And you're saying to yourself, well, who's Mike Peters? Who's The Alarm? I mean, some of you might be feeling that way. He was Welsh, and the band The Alarm was formed in 1981. But reading about this band, you're kind of like, you're having a Spinal Tap moment, because before that, they were a punk band going back to 1977 called The Toilets. I mean, is that going anywhere? I don't know. They flushed that idea. And then the next year they were Quasimodo, 1978. But they couldn't get over the hump on that one. So the next year after that, or so, somewhere around there, they were 17, which was less of a punk band and more of a pop kind of mod band. They did open for the Stray Cats around that time, and that's pretty close to when they started getting big. But 17... They didn't make it to 18. In 1981, they named themselves Alarm for a little bit. This is like the names of their bands are like the drummers in Spinal Tap, just little globules. But they finally settled on The Alarm. 1981. U2's agent is in the crowd of a show, sees them, and is kind of like, you know what? You guys got some potential. I'm going to become your manager, and he does, and they celebrate by playing with U2. On December 22nd, 1981, which would begin a pretty decent relationship with them for a while. Think about that. They played December 1981. They played with U2, and that was 2 months after October and 2 months before war. Anyway, that's pretty cool. They had a single, Marching On, in December of 82. They did 4 shows with U2, and that's when Bono would kind of join them on stage even. They finally put out a single called The Stand in April of 1983, and that coincides with their first U.S. tour to try to get them to break through there, and they opened for U2 in June of 83 on that war tour. And through all that, IRS Records finally picks them up. And I've been over IRS Records for those of you who followed this show. I got a lot to say about IRS Records, one of the Copeland brothers of The Police, founder of IRS Records, The Police. Their father was in the CIA. Another brother had a talent agency called the FBI, The Police, Murder by Numbers, I'll Be Watching You. I mean, it's all right in front of your face if you just open your eyes, people. Anyway, they put out singles and an album. They opened up for the Pretenders in 1983. They opened up for the Police in 1984. I mean, these guys were opening up for some great bands, trying to get through to the United States. They were big in the UK, obviously, over on the other side of the pond. They play Queen live at Wembley in 1986, July of 86. After they released their album Strength in 1985, which charted in the United States for the first time. In 87, they're opening up for Bob Dylan. I don't know. I can't figure this out. They had some more albums in 87, in 89, and 91. I mean, they had a nice career. A lot of it was not in the United States, but they had some hits, The Alarm. And the 80s, for this kind of music, again, you're just like I was trying to figure out how to find more music. I mean, I had MTV and stuff like that, but you weren't hearing The Alarm on anything but really college radio for the most part. Same thing with Echo and the Bunnymen. Like, you had to listen to college radio. I remember I would just find these cassettes and think it was just the coolest thing around because you had something you were listening to that was just so good, like kind of alternative music that no one was listening to. But if you want to listen to The Alarm, no, I did an episode on The Alarm here already in the cave, and that is Sold Me Down the River in 1989. Great song. Love that song to this day. If you don't know that one, that is one of the 2 song of the days for today. But some of their other songs, The Stand from 1984, 68 Guns from 84, Rescue Me from 1987, Strength from 1985, and Rain in the Summertime from 1987. I'll go with that one as your second song of the day. We're doing a double today. You're going to check out The Alarm on Wanderlust Wednesday. He did some, The Alarm did, after The Alarm band disbanded, Mike Peters did some stuff. He had a super group called Dead Men Walking, which had some guys from the Sex Pistols and the Damned in there. He joined Big Country, like a later version of Big Country in 2011, had some solo stuff. There's a lot of stuff. But Mike Peters, age 66, The Alarm. Check it out. Check out the music. I mean, some of the stuff you're going to be like, oh, this is kind of like the music that U2 was putting out in some ways. But anyway, I like it. Hope you like it. Click on it. See what you think. Comment below. Did anyone see The Alarm in concert? Check that out if you did. Comment below. We're going to try to churn out some more episodes this week. We're kind of slow going with season 6, but we're going to get to some more stuff. So whatever you're doing today, I hope it involves music. And as usual, catch you on the flip side.